One of the things that an engineering degree actually teaches you how to do is how to not give up in the face of a hard problem. A lot of the classes that we take in an engineering curriculum are difficult, and they aren't designed to be difficult just to weed people out, what a lot of people say, but they're just very difficult concepts to grasp. And you're learning things that have been built on for multiple generations and decades of knowledge, building and building and building. And it's not easy to grasp these things as a young person in their education. But you notice in college, you get faced with problems that you don't know the answer to, and you have to go and tap into multiple sources to try to solve your problem. You might start by yourself. You might start by going to a couple different books, going back over some lecture notes, then going on to YouTube. You might eventually talk to a partner in your class or a classmate who's smarter than you. You might eventually go to professors' office hours. But it teaches you the process of working through a difficult problem, and it teaches you to have grit. I remember so many times in physics classes, in the electrical engineering classes I took, in circuit design, and a lot of different classes, just being frustrated. And you don't have any option besides to figure it out, right? You have the option to either give up, take a hit on that grade or that exam or that project or that homework, or you can figure it out and you become very scrappy and resourceful. And you learn where you can go to get your problems solved and where you can go to get more knowledge. And you learn to negotiate with people and let them give you your time, their time and knowledge so that you can help them on something else. You learn to piece together bits of knowledge and help from different sources. And as you grow that way, you start to become more knowledgeable. Not only do you increase in your knowledge, but you increase in your knowledge of how to solve a problem, how to not give up, how to figure out who you need to go to and what resource you need to tap into to solve that problem. So this is a skill that gets built during an engineering curriculum. And it's very frustrating when you're in that position and you just want the answer and you're going everywhere to try to figure something out. It takes a lot of patience, and it doesn't really feel like it's something that's really great that's going on right now in your life as you're doing it. But looking back on what kind of skill that builds, that transfers to other places in life, and it can transfer to other places beyond just your career and your work and your personal life, not giving up on certain goals and not giving up until you find an answer and figure something out. So it really builds that grit, that determination, and that scrappy resourcefulness just to get things figured out no matter where you have to go, no matter what you have to do, no matter who you have to leverage.